That's all of us. All of us. But we're all just too subjective. That's what it is. Was that I think that show Venture Brothers, when like that alien, I think it's like season 1 or something, I don't know, but the alien with he comes to Earth, and like when he takes the shape of like Dr. Venture's father, and then whenever everyone's an asshole to him, like Dr. Venture's like, why would you take the shape of my dead father to come and show us who you are? He's like, I didn't think you'd be able to handle this. And he shows his true being, and like on his way out, he's like, you ungrateful ungrateful inbred little half monkeys, like that right there. And I don't know, it's just fantastic. Ungrateful inbred little half monkeys. That's this sums up the existence when you're like, yeah, we still display a lot of primal habits, like when I was talking about tribalism in school. Like, you know, when that shit happened, whenever we were still just barely becoming bipedal, like, what happened to those people that got shunned, or the species that got shunned, or that part of the species, sorry. Like, they were shunned from the tribe. What did they to death? And that's how it is. Like, so I think when you do that to people, that shunning, it kind of, I don't know, it has a negative effect. Look, look at an animal that's stressed out. Like, if you sit there and take a rat, and you keep just shocking this rat every time it even does something. Shit, it looked at me, better shock it. You keep doing that, the thing's going to stop eating. It's going to do everything it can to get away from you whenever it sees you, and eventually it's probably going to die of heart failure from being so stressed out that you just can't take it anymore. Like, fucking tribalism. In pecking orders, like, if you have, like, pecking orders are fucking everywhere. Again, they're in school, like, they're in the work environment, they're in your own family. Like, I have a pecking order in my family, and it's fuck, I get it. Out of 2 of my siblings, one of them has a PhD and is a fucking like a psychiatric doctor. Like, been going to college as long as I can remember. I have another sibling that's, you know, is not as successful. She's just a registered nurse, but she's working in I think Montgomery, Alabama. She had to move down. It was buku money, so I get it. And then, shit, I've got one sibling that's been in a factory since like 1982, and he's like a head person in that factory. He's not just a worker standing on a assembly line, so he's been there forever. He's got like tenure. So out of those 3, I'm the youngest of 6. Those 3 out of 6, I'm like, shit, I can't compare to that. But you're goddamn right, I fall right in line after that one that's been in a factory since 1982. Is shit, I've got certifications and a lot of different manager things. I've got VIT certification to drive a forklift. I've been around. I've got a background as far as like being able to be a contributing person to society. And so that pecking order, like, you don't think I don't see that shit like during fucking family get-togethers. I mean, the youngest of 6. My son he's the 13th grandchild to my mother, so he's you know, we got a big family. We're talking 2 turkeys whenever Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like, a lot of people, a lot of cousins, a lot of nephews, nieces, fucking everybody, like, coming in. So that pecking order that I see it in the kids, and I see it in the adults. Like, the teenagers are just like, I don't fucking care. They sit there on their cell phones. But like the young kids and the adults, I see it. Like, there's this I've got one, you know, I've got like in-laws that certain family members, they just like gravitate towards them. Like, well, fuck, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? You're so fun to interact with. I have to be around you. Like, I get it. Like, people like each other, but then there's the view that I just explained of, like, that pecking order, that what I said about tribalism, that type of shit. Like, you get certain family members that just shack up with each other, and then they like, that tribalism happens. Yeah, go the fuck away, little Billy. Me and your fucking Uncle Tom were talking about the newest cell phone, and we're more engaged talking to them than we are to do this. Maybe that's a fucked up outlook. I don't know. It's a pecking order, and I see it in my family. That's why I'm just like, whatever. I'm fucking here. Happy to be here. I'm glad to see you, even if you got a little bit to be desired. You know, I'm glad to see you. Glad you're not dead. And shit. When you get that stuff in work environments, that's when it's bad. Bad. Especially when people get that shit confused. They think they're higher on the pecking order than other people, because that's like fight territory. That's what they say on Letterkenny, like, that's a fight on sight. Like, it's you can't do that shit. Walk into a job and start swinging. See if you're gonna have that job. See if you're gonna have your freedom after that. Like, you just can't do it. And like here I'm quoting all these shows, and guys, like Jim Jeffries said, like, there's a lot of problems that I think about that could be quicker sorted out a lot quicker with a punch. Like, it can. You just, I guess, gotta have restraint. That's hard. Sometimes you gotta dig deep. Other times you just, you know your situation well enough to where you don't care, if that makes sense. I've been around some bad people, or had to be secluded around bad people, and you know, there's sometimes you have that thought of like, I really cannot stand this person, but like, what would me doing anything solve, or what? Like, you can't just be physical with someone just because you don't like them. That's like idiocracy level stuff of just, you know, being mean to people because you're an emotional person. I don't even know how I got on that rant. I think I was talking about emotional people. Oh, shit. Still just cheating. That put me over 300,000. No, not yet.